Hawaii is said to be facing the largest natural disaster in its history after wildfires ripped through the land and destroyed most of the beachfront town of Lahaina. At least 55 people are known to have died, but many are still missing. Just look at how the landscape has been ravaged. Whole roads and neighbourhoods have been blackened and flattened as hurricane-strength winds fanned the deadly flames. The blaze ripped through the town so quickly that some people jumped into the harbour to escape the flames and smoke. Here's our North America correspondent John Sudworth reporting from Maui.
The town of Lahaina, home to 12,000 people, traced its history back centuries. All but wiped from existence in a few short hours. The intensity of the fire seen from this commercial jet. With daylight, the charred ruins were revealed. The wildfires, fanned by the winds from an offshore hurricane, have left thousands homeless, survivors absorbing the scale of the disaster.
People lost everything, homes, jobs, their cars, some their pets. There's still people missing.
There wasn't even time for officials to come around and tell you to evacuate. Nobody came into our complex until the flames were here and we were getting out, and then a fire truck was coming in.
This was Lahaina's historic seafront, now reduced to ashes. Bustling streets and shops, all razed to the ground. Vixay and his family were on holiday from California. Caught by the flames, they almost lost their lives.
We left our vehicle. And myself, my wife, and our 5 kids, we all got in the ocean. We found a floating board that we hung onto. And we were out there floating, and this is so surreal. And everything was burning around, explosions, cars blowing up.
Helicopter pilots of the US Army and National Guard were brought in to douse the flames, with the authorities warning the number of dead could rise further still.
Behind me, you can see the devastation here in Lahaina. It's extraordinary. It is tragically gone. We know that many people are suffering. The fatality numbers will climb.
The homeless and tourists have been flooding makeshift evacuation centres. Even the world's wealthiest are affected. Oprah Winfrey has a home on Maui, some distance from the town of Lahaina, and she's here to help.
So I came earlier just to see what people needed, and then went shopping because often, you make donations of clothes or whatever, and it's not really what people need.
Many must be wondering if they'll ever be able to return to the lives they've left behind in the rubble. The causes of any single weather event are complex, but Hawaii's wildfires are becoming more frequent. Scientists warn that climate change is bringing less rainfall and longer periods of drought. The government is advising against anything other than essential travel to the island. Even with the rest of Hawaii relatively unaffected, the scale of the task ahead is huge. A climate disaster stretching one of the wealthiest states in one of the world's wealthiest countries to the limit.
John, such destruction in Lahaina. Can the town be rebuilt?
Well, Reeta, the islands of Hawaii are, of course, for many a paradise holiday destination. But what happened for a few hours on Tuesday in Lahaina can only be described as apocalyptic. They are talking about rebuilding. They're putting a brave face on things. But, we're really talking about the complete reconstruction of a whole town of some 12,000 people, 2,500 miles off the US mainland. The challenges are huge. For now, the priority is to continue that search for bodies, and nobody's in any doubt at all that there is a long journey ahead.
John, thank you. Our correspondent John Sudworth there on Maui.